Mr. Alex Chu from the Nature World Group, and of course my Professor Dr. Dato Doraisamy, Honorable General Secretary of our World Humanitarian Drive, Dr. Liu Weijing, President of Organizing of the China World Women Union, Dato Sri Muhammad Shayadi, the President State Chairman of the St. John, and Professor Dr. Timothy Korko, the Good Medical Director from Europe, and ACP Lai Liqing, the Principal Assistant Director Strategic Plan for Commercial Prime and Malaysia, and definitely my beloved partner, Dr. Victor Cheng Wei Xiong, the Medical Director from the Guangzhou Lawson Trading, and also the consultant of Rive International. And nevertheless, Dr. Harisa, MD, Medical Doctor for Ayrshire Healthcare Sdn Bhd. My distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great honor to stand before you today at the 2025 International Wellness Forum. As the chairman of the organizer and the deputy president of National Consumer Action Council, I extend my greatest and deepest gratitude to all who have gathered here to celebrate the future of wellness. Our theme of the year, the Wellness Resonance, Tech, Nature, Synergy, is to reflect the balance and harmony we must cultivate in our modern life. The technology has transformed the way we live, but the nature remains our foundation of health and vitality. The synergy between the two is not a contradiction, but a rationale that empower us to live life healthier, longer, and more meaningful in our life. Our shared mission. Ladies and gentlemen, wellness is not the responsibility of a single individual or nation. It's a shared mission for all mankind. It transcends borders, ethnicity, and cultures. At this forum, our responsibility is not only to discuss, but to act, to transform the idea into policy, to turn the collaboration into project, and to make vision into a reality. Let us use this platform to build a global ecosystem of wellness where the technology empower nature and synergy drive collective strength. Together, we can create a brighter, healthier, and more resilient future in the world. 让我们一起把健康共振的理念传递到世界的每一个角落。谢谢大家。
Thank you very much, Dr. Dong. Thank you so much for those insightful opening remarks. Let us all transform our vision into reality for a brighter, healthier world. Very, very well said, ladies and gentlemen. Another round of applause to Professor Dr. Jericho Tan Kit Wan, our chairman of organizer Majlis Tindakan Pengguna Negara. 感谢您. Next up, it is my distinct pleasure to welcome Mr. Alex Chu himself, chairman of the organizing committee, Nature World Group, to come forward to deliver his welcome speech. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause.
Hi everyone, I'm Mr. Tu. Good afternoon, my distinguished guests, respected leaders, ladies and gentlemen. As chairman of the Wellness National Organizations Committee, it's my great honor to warmly welcome you to this prestigious international gathering. We are deeply privileged to have among us our guest of honor, Prof. Dr. G.P. Doraisamy, Honorable Secretary General of the World Humanitarian Drive, WHD, Tan Sri, Li Yongkong and Guan Sri, Chen Li, and China World Women Union President, Dr. Liu Weijing. We are truly grateful to my partner, the organizer, for their arrangement and especially for coordinating a full escort yesterday. Yeah, to ensure Dr. Liu's safe and arrival yesterday. Yeah. First and foremost, I wish to express my heartfelt gratitude to the chairman of organizer, Prof. Dr. Jericho Tan, as well as the visionary leaders of the Majlis Tindakan Pengguna Negara (MTPN), National President Dato' Paduka, Dr. Kevin Yeoh, but today not attend here, for their trust and giving us the opportunity to work together towards advancing human health and civilizations. Our theme this year, Tech Nature Synergy, reflects the very heart of the wellness resonance, visions and missions. Its vision is to create a future where human wellness, environmental sustainability and technological advancement work in perfect harmony, empowering life and safeguarding the planet for generations coming. Our mission is to serve as a global platform that unites leaders, innovators, and communities to encourage the exchange of breakthrough knowledge, to transform that knowledge into tangible, sustainable actions that improve quality of life for all. This is why the International Wellness Forum and Summit, endorsed by our esteemed guest of honor, Prof. Doraisamy, is so special to us. It gathers globally renowned experts in generative medicine and bioscience, nutritional health, and even mental wellness, especially from SCTLI. Yeah. So we are honored to welcome medical leaders and distinguished professionals from across the globe, including Prof. Dr. Dimitri, Dr. Victor, Dr. Hariza, our medical doctor, SCTLI, and all the professionals here. Beyond our sections, the International Elite Summit dinner will honor elite pioneers whose contributions have profoundly shaped the global health landscape, inspiring us to dream bigger and act bolder. So tonight we have a very special highlight also. Okay, the appointment of two wellness resonance ambassadors tonight. So I warmly invite every one of you here to connect, collaborate, and contribute. This is not just an event, this is a movement. Wellness Resonance is about creating a positive change that travels far beyond this room, touching life, communities, and future generations. So let us transform inspiration into action and together shape a healthier, more sustainable, and more compassionate world. So once again, welcome to Wellness Resonance 2025 International Wellness Forum and Summit. I wish you an inspiring and fruitfulness experience here. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Alex Chu, for that inspiring welcome address. Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for Mr. Alex Chu. Just like what Mr. Alex mentioned, let us all transform inspiration into action today, starting to touch life, to touch more community. Let's have a greater, better, and a sustainable world ahead. Another round of applause to Mr. Alex Chu, Chairman of Organizing Committee of Leisure World Globe. Thank you so much for the welcome speech. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is of our great pleasure and honor to welcome Professor Dr. G.P. Doraisamy, our distinguished guest of honor, to deliver the official launching speech. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a warm welcome to Professor Dr. G.P. Doraisamy, our Honorable Secretary General of World Humanitarian Drive.
Thank you. Very active, aggressive Master of Ceremony for this evening. The function is controlled by the Master of Ceremony. So it's all in your hands. In order to make this program a successful program, it's in your hand. The Master of Ceremony is the person who enlightens this function. So, give her a round of applause. Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. To to all distinguished guests, invited dignitaries, members, and all of the supporters and friends who have taken your time, your precious time to be with us for this evening. A very meaningful, very inspirational event it is. Look at the title, look at the topic. Everybody needs this wellness. I would like to take this wonderful opportunity to thank Majlis Tindakan Pembangunan Negara, the Malaysian Consumer Action Council, for inviting me for this very meaningful event. Also, on that line, I would like to thank Professor Dr. Jericho here, who has been with me in the Majlis Tindakan Pembangunan Negara, or the Malaysian Consumer Action Group, and to all those from the Majlis Tindakan Pembangunan who have worked so hard to make this program a very successful program for this evening. Now, not forgetting Mr. Rex, fantastic organizing chairman. Yeah, it's not easy to bring this crowd, to make this day a very memorable day. And we have Dr. Liu all the way from Taiwan. You know, you went through a lot of challenges, but you are here. So, that is life. What is life without challenges? No, it's not life. Life, you must have some challenges, then only you will improve yourself. Yeah, and all dignitaries, speakers, you're welcome. Very nice meeting all of you for this evening. Now, the topic today, International 2025 International Wellness Forum. So we have lined up a very good notable speakers for this evening who are going to share some of their knowledge and experiences on wellness, what is wellness is all about. Now I love that logo, the tag that you gave, is tag nature, and one more thing you have put, yes, tag nature and synergy. Wonderful. When you say technology, today we are controlled by technology and nature. We should not forget about nature. When you talk about wellness, nature comes into play. Yeah, I will talk a little bit about how synergy comes into. Now, synergy is your wellness. Yeah, synergy. Now, it's a very beautiful topic. And what you are talking here is the technology, nature, and synergy. Now, how does these three comes into force? And how does these three important topics molds you in your life? Today, the greatest topic, the most important topic, the most, I would say, the whole world is talking about this topic, is health and wellness. You cannot escape from this topic. Health and wellness is the important part of our life, whether you like it or not. The question is, how do you maintain that health and wellness? And what is health and what is wellness when you talk about humanity? That is what all of us about, because I come from that group, the World Humanitarian Group. How does that gel with people like you and me? Today we are here, you are sitting here because of that wellness in you, that well-being in you. When I say wellness and well-being in you, Does it come just because of medical help? Is it because of good, positive mental thoughts? Is it because of good feelings? Is it good because of your good soul consciousness? Now these are the topics that involves when you talk about tech, when you talk about nature, and when you talk about synergy. And this is what we call it the combined effect of being good, being healthy, and being in the your well-being. So well-being here is the protection of your health, your body. Your body is one part. You're taking care of your body. And this is a human body that everybody, you can walk, you can sit, you can run, your body. But when I talk about well-being, I'm going a little bit inner into your body. The thoughts, the feelings, the soul consciousness in you. How do you bring up that part of yourself? Of course, exercise, you can do exercise to take care of your body, the physical body, the human body. But what about the consciousness in you? How do you train? How do you train your consciousness? How do you be calm in times of challenges, in times of problems? Everybody goes through problems. Today's life is stressful. We went through few years of COVID-19. So many tragedies, so many people commit suicide, so many people lost their family, lost their children, lost their work. The whole world was in big trouble, big turmoil. And how do you go through that challenges? And that is the challenges that we are talking about here. Now, physical health is in the hospital. You take medicine every day, you take jab every day. That is, the hospital is making money, the pharmacy is making money. That is, you must have the money, you can go to hospital, and you can admit yourself to take care of that physical health. But there is another aspect of your life. The other aspect of your life is the wellness. And that's the wellness that we are talking about this evening. It's not about medical health. It's not about going to see the doctor. All of you are sitting here are not doctors. You are not medical doctors. But doctors, you are doctors in this area. Nothing is involved of medication. It's involved of your well-being. That is the difference that I'm going to drive here. And that's the difference that you are all sitting here, are all doctors. You're not giving out medicine. No, you are giving out vitamins for the mind. You need vitamins for the mind. Whereas medicine goes to your body.
Yes.
And medicine is a temporary cure. Friends, you go to hospital, it's a temporary cure. You have an injection, it's a temporary cure. But today, wellness is not a temporary cure. It's a permanent cure. That you have to understand. And that is what everyone is looking for. And that is what we call wellness. Friends, all of you seated here are brought by God. You are brought here not by the organizers, not by me, but by Almighty as brought you here. You're not sitting in a hospital, you're sitting in a place where everybody has got consciousness, positive consciousness. Everybody is positive. And that is the medicine that you are giving to people, the wellness, the happiness. And everybody is looking for happiness. And that is what I call the wellness industry. The biggest industry in the world is wellness industry. And you are in that wellness industry. I salute you. It's not easy. People are still confident in hospital. Go and pay the bill. If you like, buy a medicine. Every day you take medicine, every day you take jab, and pay your bill to the hospital. But today, we have that wellness industry. It's just a mindset. It's a mindset. If we can change that mindset, the whole body, not only your human physical body, but your conscious body, your soul consciousness. And that soul consciousness is the medicine that you are giving to the people. You are giving medicine for the soul consciousness of the people, not for the body. Body is hospital. Hospital takes care of your body. They never take care of your soul consciousness. Whereas you are the soul consciousness. You are giving the medicine for the soul consciousness. Now give all of you a round of applause. You are the. With that, once again, I would like to take this opportunity to thank the organizers of this event for this evening, and also for tonight, the gala dinner, and all of you who are here. Please listen to their speakers. We have lined up wonderful speakers who are going to exchange the insights about this wellness industry. Yeah. And with that, once again, I thank all those invited guests who have come all the way from overseas, despite challenges, despite your problems. You're sitting here. We must thank you. And to all people who have, all the guests, all the members, supporters, and friends, once again, I would like to thank you for being here this evening. So once again, I thank you. Thank you.
Terima kasih, thank you so much.
So that's why we use stem cells. Stem cells, like what you said, stem cell, it is the only cell in the body that it can convert to other cells. So stem cell, like if we have inflammation, normally all our bodies, every time we have inflammation. When we have inflammation, at that point, stem cell will try to do it works. It come and fix. Example, like fatty liver cirrhosis. The cells are damaged. When the cells are damaged, it will look for new cells. So when we don't have a new cells, the liver will continue the damage and become chronic. Here the stem cell will play the role. There is an inflammation. The stem cell, it can convert to a liver cell, we call it hepatocyte. So it will go and fix the liver. So here is the reverse of the problem occur. Where the fatty liver, we can reverse back to the normal, so the liver can do the function. Same go to the pancreas. Pancreas, when the damage in the pancreas, they will lead to the diabetic. So here the stem cell, it can convert to the pancreas cell and go and fix the pancreas. So we can have a prevention of the diabetic issues. Okay, here we come for the immunodeficiency. So here we can use the stem cell to treat. We can use the stem cell to use for the osteoarthritis problem, immunodeficiency. We can use for the neurological. Now there are studies, they are going to make a treatment for autism. They are trying to make a treatment for Parkinson's. They are trying to make a treatment for neurological autoimmune, something like rheumatoid arthritis, SLE. This kind of treatment, they are using the stem cell to reverse back the autism, all these Parkinson issues. So these are the case studies where we are using the mesenchymal stem cell for the stroke patient, for the osteoarthritis patient. So nowadays, stem cells are using widely for the treatment for the health condition and for wellness also. So we can also carry out a DNA test. So we can see through the DNA test do we can become a carrier? Do we can have a future, in future, do we can have a issue regarding this wellness? So based on the DNA test, we can fix, do we need the stem cell or not? So, okay, that's the issue that we are using the stem cells. Is there any question regarding stem cells?
Our Professor Dr. Doraisamy, our organizing chairman, and ladies and gentlemen. Indeed, my presence here is like what our Professor Dr. Doraisamy said, is the call of Mighty God. Because I really didn't plan to be here. When Dr. Jerry told me, one night, are you able to come to give a talk? My mind was thinking, scan talk, right? So because I've been giving a scan awareness talk, so I said, let me check my schedule so I can answer him. Delayed for quite a while. Then later, it's something that struck me. Better check and double check. I said, what do you want me to talk? Let's talk about depression. You see, because that day you told me about something about depression. I said, oh yeah. I said, I thought you were going to ask me to talk about scam awareness. So I said, okay, let me think about it. Then, yes, because that day I did mention to Dr. Jericho about the book, which is Say No to Depression, where I mentioned to him here. So these two, then one is in English, one is in Mandarin. So that's why from there, then I said, are you sure you want me to talk? Yeah, he said, yeah, based on what you have come across. So I said, okay, I have that idea. Yeah, this is what I really want to share. So, and actually I really attracted to what Professor Dr. Doraisamy mentioned just now also. I also attracted to the team, tech, nature, and synergy. And I really completely agree with Professor Dr. Doraisamy. Yes, it's about synergy. It's time that we cannot just leave one to be on its own. And I see things that even differently, even more than that. When we talk about synergy, it's not synergy on Earth, but we have to connect to the universe. It's that we have to make sure that our brain wave, everything synergized to the universe, then only we achieve the so-called wellness in the wholesome way. So next, yeah, see what I'm showing this graph, still scam awareness, okay. So you see, when we look at the graphs from year 2022 until now, and you can see if this is a record of the business, it will be very nice because it's going upward. So you see that this for year 2025 is only first half of the year. So you can see that first half of the year, the total case that we received is already 25,377 cases. If compared to last year, which is 35,368 cases, total scam case that reported to police. And we look at the losses. Okay, it also upward. Okay, and only first half of the year we touched this year. We touched close to 1.2 billion losses. 1.2 billion losses, and compared to last year, for the whole year is 1.6 billion. So you see, it's close and it definitely hit the target, or hit more than that. So it means what? Our country will even lose more. And when this, in terms of monetary loss, and it will definitely affect a lot of people's life, a lot of things that can be affected. So next slide. So when we look at it, next, yeah. So what is the cause of the being scammed? So for me, myself, actually I personally really have received a lot of information from people that they come to me. This PDIM has a unit that gives psychotherapy treatment to people that being scammed. Actually they need help, they say. So I said, oh yes. So actually at the same time, I'm also working with one NGO. We are going to come up one scam, for scam victims for their psychotherapy session to help them to heal them. Because according to the research and observation, there are many that have been suffer as a victim of scams. They actually sometimes have the intention to be re-victimization. That means they will fall victim again and again because they have been the still whatever the implant into them that is not settled. So they tend to repeat the same mistake again and again until and unless they have the treatment inner self into them. So for this we are aware and we are coming up this Mind Scan Care project. So if you have a handphone, please jot down this phone number because with Mind Scan Care, we will have a pilot project of 200 scam victims that need help for psychotherapy treatment. So, if you know anyone that needs this kind of treatment, do message to this phone number. So the number is 019-4140-997. It's same like our hotline 997. Again, 019-4140-997. Okay. So this is my Scam Care's contact. And if any of the company that interested and would like to be the strategic partner with this project, do feel free also to contact this number. I'm promoting this is because PDM is part of it, but in terms of we will also looking in the scam aspect and also to try to also get the victims that who is willing to come forward for this treatment. So I'm sharing this because this is important for the people. So now we see the cause of the being scammed. What will happen, which we can see from here. Yeah, definitely financial impact is the very, very deep concern of everybody. And also, that's the second one, emotional and psychologically damaged. Many people, when we fall victim, they really can't get out of it. I have also experienced where someone he fall victims of investment scam, he lost more than 5 million ringgit. And at first he refused to lodge police report, and I convinced him, and he told me he's so worried because he is financial consultant, and yet he fall victim. So I said, don't worry, this information will be confidential. And he also told me, he said, you know what, now I realize why people, when they're being scammed, they have the intention, even go to the extent that commit suicide. Now, he said, he had this kind of intention until that extent. But definitely more than 5 million. Actually, that one losses for more than 5 million, only one of his cases. And they also got stuck with another case of 3 million. So it alone only how much money he had lost to the scammer. You see. So at the same time, definitely reputation, like what I mentioned, if this had been known to people, so like what I mentioned to the guy, so he's a so-called financial consultant and he been scammed. So definitely if people came to know, his reputation will be at stake as well. And also definitely in terms of security and privacy risk that because all your password, everything will be known to people. So if you are not careful enough, you might change password here and then you've forgotten another one, you still keep the money still will flow away. And definitely the operation and business disruption. So money lost already, how to continue business? So this is what's happening, and also relationships where because no more money, the family expenditure have been affected. Children need money for payments to continue their education fees. All this they are not able to make it. So a lot of other the change problems that comes in. At the same time, also long-term life changes. So some is like, once they fall victims before, they become, some they become more alert. Some is like become very skeptical that they choose not to go online anymore. You can, there are some that go until, like maybe they do not want to do online banking anymore. Everything they say, I go to bank. So, and also many other things that cause very drastic changes to the person. So, okay, next. At the same time also, it's actually the losses, the damages go beyond that, not just the money, not just the whatever that I mentioned earlier. How about the psychological part? Where, do you know that 2/3 of Malaysians, which is about 62% of Malaysians that being scammed suffer stress. And also 49% that mentioned they have mental health consequences after being scammed. And also 50% of them experience heightened household tension. So because no money, husband and wife keep worrying, children also not happy, want to get some fun to go to school, no money, and now also children become misbehave, they might fall into maybe steal money from friends or get involved in other illegal things. And at the same time also 14% that no more money, but business have to go on, and now they go and go for loan to ask for the lending to loan for money. So and now also they make themselves to fall even deeper trouble. So this is all the side effect after being scammed. So for this aspect, because I talk more about scam, but definitely on psychotherapy effects on this also, not just because for the scammer, but there are also many other factors like school children also suffer stress, even though like business or everyone in Malaysia also will face many other problems that causing many stressful situations that cause them also they might need the psychological help as well. So okay, next. So that is why this is what happened to Malaysia, the statistics that we shall get from the website. There are also, we can see this is from since year 2015 until, you see, even for the year 2022, also it mentioned adolescents also suffer from depression, 26.9%, have suicide, the intention, 13.1%, and attempts also is 9.5%. And which we can see the last year, university students, depression up to 31%, anxiety up to 60%, and stress is close to 26%. And economic impact, yes, it will definitely affect our country's development, where economic impact is about 1% of our GDP. And at the same time also, this also, because of all this, like Zara, the case, that the student's case, because of the case that some will say that it could be suicide, and also early also there are a few cases that students, because of the stress in school, they also choose to end their life. So because of this, now also our country also looking seriously in the policy making to look into this matter so that they can prevent it from happening in the future. Okay, next. So, yes, what about this book, Say No to Depression? Overall, generally in this book, the author is Master Teck San. He is Taiwanese and migrated to US and been staying in US. And he has written on many books, and many books that written by him is actually top seller in Amazon.com. And also from his sharing also, he's actually talk about, this is something that nothing to do on a medical aspect, but he deliberate about the positive energy. Actually, someone will have the depression is due to their positive energy in the body decreasing. And when a healthy person, positive energy is 100%.
But when the positive energy already decreased until 50%, that means the depression is already to the extent that can inflict harm on the body, mind, and soul. When your body's positive energy reduces until 50%, and if it's just like our handphone battery, if it further reduces, then when up to 25%, then the person will be walk like he do not know. You know, like people say that it's like walk like a mummy, you do not know what actually in mind. It's just like walk without emotion. So it's like walking like an empty shell. And lastly, you see, like when it comes to 10%, when a person's body's positive energy already reduced so much that only 10%, this means that this person, anytime he might have the suicidal intention. He might do something to pop himself, to do something very funny that really will end until the extent that can end his life. So I really interested with the way that he explained about this, and also he has been nominated for Nobel Prize for the consecutively 3 years, 2021, 22, and 23. Yeah, for his finding and theory on this aspect. So where you can see 2021, 22, and 23 Nobel Peace Prize, and also he received the most outstanding Asian reward, and also the top seller author for Super Life Secret Code in both English and Chinese. So and also he is guest for the radio station, This to You, and he has written more than 70 books by now. And also he, at the same time, he believed that you, in a way that to how to keep yourself energized all the time, he believed that the nature, how the nature can help a person that to get positive energy instantly. So sun will be our best friend. So should anyone that's need instant energy, actually sun really is the best friend to you. And also at the same time, because he talked about the frequency to resonate and synchronize with the universe, so where he created also many songs, or positive song, which is actually will change our brainwave so that it will stabilize, so that we will generate more positive energy and resonate with the universe. So this is also some more about Master Teck Sun. So he is about energy management. He is also a motivational speaker and also a profound author, and also he is the founder of Richest Life and Super Life Coach system, and focusing on holistic personal growth and wellness. So whatever that his wellness actually resonate together with what Professor Dr. Doris Ami mentioned. This I was amazed. And I really amazed. I think one of these days, if he is here, should really think of the way that to bring both of you to meet together, because it's really resonate. And also, he also mentioned that why whatever that happens on earth is actually God's willing. It's not because you are good, you are clever, that you created those things to happen. No, it's view of the mighty God. So actually, it's really like our presence here. We all are linked. We all are here is because of the view of the mighty God. So it is really amazing when I heard Professor Dr. Doris Ami mention this, and I said, wow, it's really so amazing. Yeah. Okay, next. Faith, yeah. Okay, yes, yeah, faith also one of it, but it's all like to us as a human being, we say all this is really unplanned. Yeah. So, okay, so the code, this Super Life Code. Actually, this master had come up many books under one of these Super Life Code. Super Life Code also one of the very famous books that we should if you got chance, yeah, please take a look. The booth is up there, and also the other one is about secret code for health. Also very interesting. Actually, whatever that he mentioned is something also to do with like law of attraction, the secret that book is talked about visualization, and then Super Life Code is talked about love and gratitude. So okay, next. in all is this is whatever that's if anyone that would like to cure from the depression, so what will happen is these are the things that you can find the answer in the books at what you should do. No need medication, so you can heal by yourself. But if you follow the visualization or the methods that mentioned in the book, so I know that time is running out. I'm supposed to share a video. Can I share the video or no more time for me? Okay. If can, then please share the video. So, okay, before the searching for the video, so this one is actually coming out on the 28th of September. This master will be having a very big summit on this body, mind and soul international nourishment. There will be 10,000 people at this Axiata Arena Bukit Jadil. So if you want further information, can inquire from the counter behind. And this, I had attended the previous one. The previous one is really fantastic. Yeah, it's like recharge yourself, and with so many people around. Okay, now we see. Sorry, this is in Mandarin, but the subtitle in English. So this. Okay. This is a doctor that recovered from depression.
设定了自己因为1-2年的抑郁症，让自己完完全全迷失了方向。因为脾气的暴躁，自己同事之间的关系非常非常的糟糕。最严重的时候，自己开放心，那时候自己家庭生活、孩子之间的关系都非常非常的不圆满。自己作为一位医生，也尝试了利用许许多多的方法，但是都不见效。非常感恩，因为他们是秘密系统，就在那短短的1-2个月当中，如法师就听话照做，利用老师的法宝，让自己在短短的1个月当中，一切都不要。这一切都需要去感恩着老师，也感恩着传承秘密。
So he is actually that time he was a doctor in GH in Serban, and he suffered depression, and it's really affected him so much that that is why when he comes, can you imagine, his depression is very serious, and he can just heal within 2 months without medication, and he himself personally is a doctor. So I understand also actually those that involved with IT and doctors, they are really prone to get or attracted by this, attracted to the negative energy. So they really need to recharge themselves frequently. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
Yes, thank you so much for SCB Live.
Almost 7 years ago, had a heart attack, and he was taken to the hospital, and they tried to put the stent, and they perforated his heart. He ended up on the operation table with an open heart surgery, and it went very bad, very complicated, and he woke up from the surgery with a complete kidney failure. And the first thing that the nurse tells him when he wakes up is that not only you have a heart attack, we have to replace your valve, but also for the rest of your life you'll be going for the hemodialysis because your kidneys are gone. And he was for 9 months under hemodialysis in the United States until he met us on one of the conferences. His late wife, who was a doctor, she brought him to us. He was treated initially 4 months, and he was removed from hemodialysis, and kidney function almost completely recovered. He has suffered another heart attack, which he had survived. Now he is almost 75 years old and doing fine. A second case, again in the United States, about 1.5 years ago, the patient was already with a liver failure on the transplant list. We did 2 sessions of stem cells, and he was removed from the transplant list. Okay? A third case, a gentleman in late 50s, becomes our patient, loses 16 kilograms of body fat, and in the age of 60 remarries to the person who is 20 over years younger than him. He looks like he is barely 50 years old now, in 60 plus, with a wife who is 25 years younger. Absolutely happy couple. And a fourth case, a child with autism who at the age of 12 years old was practically non-verbal, couldn't speak at all. Yeah, and it's a very lovely, very beautiful family, very loving family. And father is very busy because he's a pilot for one of the foreign companies, airlines and all. And he doesn't have much time to spend with the kid. So we did treatment. 4 months after that, the father calls and requests for the appointment just with me, come to see me. So he comes and sees me and I'm like, what happened? You know, because he never came. He only came once. Rest, his wife was taking care. And he says, I just came here personally to thank you because for the first time in my life, my son started speaking in sentences. And that happened 4 months after stem cell treatment.
Okay, so it's a wonderful example for the case studies. I hope you can listen to more case studies today.
Please visit our website.
Yes.
You can really watch.
Because they have been showing me the tablet. We have 15 minutes left, alright? We're going to listen more from you, alright? Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Alright, now I'm going to move on to the next panelist first, Professor Dr. G.P. Doraisamy. Alright. Humanitarian pathways to health equity. This is something that is very interesting for us to explore for our panelists.
Well, it's a beautiful topic, humanitarian equity. I came from a very hard knock university. It's all the way it was a very challenging life. I was born a handicap, you can see. Out of 11 siblings, I'm number 8, and I'm the only one out of 11 siblings born with 6 fingers. And I went through a great deal of ordeal, trials, tribulations, challenges in my life. And after my A-levels, I applied for about 250 jobs. I went for interview, and when they see my fingers, of course, I have a rejection letter. And I came to a point to commit suicide, because in the 60s, it was very common in the rubber estate, because I grew up in a rubber estate. My parents came from India 100 years ago, and we were all in the rubber estate, and there was no job. So it was like something like God has, why, the question is why God has given me the 6 fingers. So to the point of, when you come to a point of commit suicide, the only person that who can save you is the Almighty God. Nobody can save you. And that's the time that God sent somebody to stop me from jumping, to commit suicide. This is way back in the 1972, 1973. I would have gone. But God wanted to be here, to be with you, to talk on humanity, to talk on humanitarian values. Friends, life is a challenge. Life is full of hurdles, full of blockages, full of challenges. People will test you. But point is, never never, 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 never ever give up. That is what I'm driving here today. That is what they taught me, that you can be 6 fingers or you can be born without a limb or 2 limbs or without 1 eye, whatever it is. If your mind, if your body, if your soul, and if your spirit, I repeat, if your mind, your body, your soul, and your spirit, if you can bring all these 4 forces together, the body, mind, soul, and spirit, you are the champion, you are the hero in this world. And that's what I learned. Never, never, never give up. That is the testing in your life. And I went through that challenge, and I wanted to prove that even though you are a handicap, you can prove it. The only way that I can prove it is through education. And that I went for bike. I traveled to London to do my law studies, came back as a lawyer, went into university to do my second degree, came to practice, went into university to do my third degree, came to practice, went to university to do my 4th degree, and came to practice, went to university to do my 5th degree, and came to practice, went again to 6th university to do my 6th degree, came to practice, and now I'm completing my 9th degree. Am I going to give up? Never. Doraisamy will never give up. After 9, 10 is waiting. That is the spirit I'm talking, the body, the mind, and the soul, and the spirit. You should never give up. I just got a letter from the United Nations, from New York. They have invited me to give a talk at New York, United Nations. Why I'm telling this? Because each and every one of you are born with that body, mind, soul, and spirit. It's just developing. And that is what I'm going to drive. That force in you. And all of you are champions, all of you are heroes, and you can do it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Let us give a big hand. Leading up to be our example of the day and be very honest with us, with your own self-experience here too. You know, at moments when we want to give up, what is your way to be never give up? You know, your ways in life? How you can do it?
You mean the time when you wanted to give up?
Yeah. Because your slogan of the day is never give up. But you know, at times when we meet difficulties, we tend to give up. So what's your way to, you know, stand firm with what you want?
This is basically at the time of you are coming to a junction, whether to turn right or to turn left. If you're going to turn right, it can be a disaster. It may be a disaster. Likewise, if you want to turn left, it can be successful. Now, where are you going to turn? And that is the point that is going to decide your life. And that's where, as I said earlier in my speech, your soul consciousness, everybody has got that soul consciousness. You've got to develop that soul consciousness Soul consciousness is not about education. It's not about being intellectual. It's not about being used, too smart. No. Soul consciousness is that the sleeping giant inside you got to awaken that sleeping giant inside you, that soul consciousness. When that soul consciousness comes out, and that's where it will tell you, inside you, you have the answer inside you. And you make a decision, the right decision, at that point of time, and that's where you see success. Just see through the problem. With that consciousness in you, with that reflection in you, with that realization in you, you can see that consciousness in you. How many of you can see that consciousness in you? It is the calming of the mind. You got to calm the mind. You need to calm your thoughts, because too many problems, too many illusions, too many dirt has gone into your mind. Now, how do you do the cleansing of your mind? How? You will ask me. Cleansing of the mind, calming of the mind is basically just sit down quietly. If you can sit down quietly, just for 20 minutes, and look inwards, look inside you. If you can do, quietly sit down for 10, 20 minutes, and you have to practice that. It is not a one day, you got to practice that. Practice makes perfection.
Yes, thank you very much, Prof, for the sharing. A very powerful talk, excellent. Alright, we hope we can hear more from you. And of course, that brings us to another innovative fusion of approaches from Dr. Victor Chan. Thank you so much for being here too. So in your clinical practice, how will you balance traditional mixed modern medicine to manage chronic conditions? Where does ancient wisdom complement to this technology?
我看那个 PPT 不用啊，没有时间，我是这样分析。
也可以哈。
Okay, so I got a topic a few days ago, so I'll just do my best.
Yes.
Yeah, agree with you, Prof. We are a spiritual being having a temporal earthly existence, isn't it? And definitely, regenerative medicine doesn't give you wellness. Because why? No, I mean contemporary medicine, because it just treats the symptoms, right? It doesn't heal.
Preventive from that.
Yeah. See, like normal medicine. So, okay, how do we bridge the gap between traditional medicine and what we have today in terms of the innovation?
Yeah.
So I can start from diagnostics. Like you said, we have now means to measure aging. Not just mere say, I go to the mirror, so things are measurable, it's quantifiable, and when you have the lifestyle changes, your wellness program, these can be measured and reversed and quantified, right? So that's what we find. So, and these days, to measure aging is not just epigenetics, which measure your DNA methylation or histone modification, but we have metabolomics. In my clinic in Shanghai, we use something called meta-age. We measure metabolic processes in your body. We also can use glycan age, which measures chronic inflammation, or some people are measuring telomeres. So there are various ways to measure aging. And also, if you go to a website called Rejuvenation Olympics, they measure how fast you are aging. 现在富豪不是比有钱的，是比谁年轻，比较慢衰老。Because of a website, Regional Olympics, so the leader is Brian Johnson, 0.5. So these things are quantifiable. And for other things, like we had one patient coming to our Shanghai clinic. We do a pre-PET CTC, and surely enough, he came with a dato from Malaysia to do the test, but he just happened to accompany the dato, and we did it, and we found he had pre-cancerous cells, and surely enough, he had liver cancer cells. So we are able to pick these things more easily, that otherwise you would have picked up earlier. And then let's talk about diagnostics. heights, right? And these days, you go to the clinic in Shanghai, we have what they call bioimpedance. We use measure electric currents. They come up with you each report. Then I have to go and read the report, and it's right? So it's like that. So it's not to say that you don't continue taking your blood test, your hemoglobin, your cholesterol. You continue that, but this age just enhances, the tools, the array of tools that we have at our disposal to, pick up disease. And so it's changed the way medicine is practiced. And that's diagnosis aspect. I can give a whole talk. I actually prepared a whole lecture today, but I didn't know. So I didn't know what's my role today, but I'm very glad to speak to you all. And the next step is nutrition. Nutrition has revolutionized the way we approach health. But I'm sure we have supplements and all that. See, when President Clinton went to China, they negotiated for a direct selling license for Amway. And what's the best selling product? Protein. Because when they were poor, first generation nutrition was all protein because it's a little pound. So you don't expect they have NMN, NAD. So nutrition I've seen revolutionized. Even Lim Zhong actually taking one of my products. He takes 5 tablets in the morning and 5 at night. So we sell it all over in 20 old countries. So now we find that even nutritional products like calcium AHG, we have clinical trials to reverse aging. We actually have data. Yes, it's only a single arm, but now we have double blind. Right? So nutrition has also revolutionized, and part of that improvement in longevity, right, is due to all this innovation, life sciences, biosciences, regenerative medicine, and now we don't even point it regenerative medicine, we call it longevity science. Right? So that's my institute in Shanghai. Now the next thing is stem cells. It's very, very good that you're into stem cells because why? It's the building block of life. At the moment your regenerative capacity drops, diseases set in. So that's where regenerative medicine can complement traditional and contemporary medicine, which just masks aging, masks the symptoms. 很多人问我，你有打那个什么 Botox 吗？ Do I do Botox? Do I do fillers? 我讲你笨蛋。 Why? Because Botox and fillers just mask aging, they don't regenerate. Right? So where's the regenerative medicine comes in? So look, at 57, no wrinkles, because we put in exosomes and so forth. And for erectile dysfunction, you technically can be having sex with your wife until you're 19. You keep the hormones high by muscles, because you need muscles to generate testosterone. And if your testosterone is low, you take Viagra, so no use. Right? So now they have new technology like shockwave lithotripsy. I've done it, and I have secretome and PRP injected on my uterus. It's not a taboo anymore. The health minister in May came up, 2 out of 3 Malaysian male were ED, even as early as 20s and 30s. So it's not a taboo. We have the solution. It's not a problem. So it's time to confront it and be open. It's not a taboo, right? So stem cells, there are many, many types. The most conventional one is Wharton's jelly mesenchymal stem cells, which I'm sure is also manufactured, right? Then I have tried that. I've also tried total stem cells. So it's basically when the sperm and egg fuse on the 3rd day, we bring it up and we hibernate it, hibernation culture technology. And then the most advanced stem cells that we offer in Shanghai is a 3rd generation iPSC. And that's to really treat disease. Because all these other stem cells, they're not your gene, they're not your DNA. So we take your blood, we use Yamanaka factors, 3 of them, minus CB, and we make your own embryonic stem cells. And then we really can use your own stem cells, own DNA to regenerate your own organs. So that's what we do in Shanghai. It's a 3rd generation iPSC. Even David Sinclair is only using the 2nd generation iPSC. Right? And from obesity, these days people don't want to starve yourself, what meal replacement. These days they all peptides. Like you say, peptides for hair, peptides for weight loss. Like the most famous peptides, semaglutide or Ozempic, that cause a lot of nausea. But we have new peptides that doesn't do that, right? And what else can I say? So it's not to say that you don't control your diet. You control your diet, you remember, but this is just AIDS, right? Same thing, right? And for hair loss, you can go to your Yunnan, continue, go to your Vita Herbal, continue to take your minoxidil, your finasteride. It's so easy. I just inject exosome into my hair. I just take 5 mil, inject it 3 mil to my penis, my PRP, the main 2 mil, I do needle to my hair. So it's not to say that all those conventional medicine don't have, but the newer technology that can help aid and enhance the effectiveness of conventional and traditional treatments. Right? So, and for cancer, I mean, I can go on the whole day.
Yeah, and very, very interesting topic.
And for gene, and then with the gene therapy also, so that the age of gene therapy has arrived, right? To increase, modify, and we started got P53 gene therapy for tumor suppressor gene, and we use it for prevention and treatment of cancer. So that's what I'm going to share.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Peter. I believe if we continue the session, you will have more than 100, examples to be given to everybody right here. But because of the time is up, but don't worry, if you need more information from them, they can come to you anytime, right? To doctors, to profs, to get more details, answers for their questions too. Alright, but thank you very much to our panelists today. Alright, let us take a group photo for this session. Alright, let us stand up together. Look to the front for this session. Joining us today, ladies and gentlemen, let us give you another big hand to all the panelists. Alright, look to the front, to the cameraman. Okay, thank you very much. A one more video, is it? Alright. Alright, thumbs up. Yay! Thank you so much for the insightful sharing. I really hope to get more information from all of you, alright? Thank you so much, alright? Just like what I mentioned, yes, we have some limits with the time, but don't worry.